Hi, I'm Lisa Salmon, and we're doing a half-inch trim, dry cut, medium layers, and interior texturization. Okay, so I'm going to take a diagonal parting from the occipital bone, sorry if I'm crossing, down, because I'm not going to take a lot of length out, so I don't have to start with small sectioning under the occipital. So I'm angling down to right under the ear, from the occipital to angled right down under the ear, and having my clients put her chin on her chest so that I get an even line from that occipital. And I see all the clearness and see-through hairs, so I'm going to go ahead and take a straight cut. On fine hair, I like to take a straight cut, and I might go in and break it up, but I want to create a defined weight line, especially in that length. I'm ready to take down my second section, and I don't have to part that off another diagonal. I'm just going to take it from the crown to the ear, crown to the ear. And pull all this down, and if there's anything past my length, I'm going to cut it with a straight line. And just follow my guide. And then go in and break up anything that's too straight. Okay, go ahead and bring your head up. From here I'll take out my clips, probably not even use them again, and go into my side, taking a section from the forehead to just behind the ear. I'm watching to see what's going to want to lay forward, what's going to want to lay back. And I can see the fin that needs to come off. And then I'm going to bring this forward from the crown and wrap it through and take it to a low zero elevation, and then catch up anything to that guideline that I can see through. And then I'll take everything behind the ear to the clavicle and connect it. Excuse me. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so with her, this side I'm going to do the same kind of thing, take about an inch back off of the hairline, because I always stay away from the hairline. And then I'm going to go behind her because I want to follow the energy of the hair, which is dropping forward. And then I'll come in front and connect that with what's coming from behind. And then I can go in and break it up. And now that I have my perimeter where I want it, I'm going to go in and do some layering. And I start in the crown. I look for where her hair naturally wants to pop and split, which is where her natural hairline is going to come from. And I'll point cut into this, creating my guideline. And now I'll take it and work all the way through the section straight down the center. Now right here's where her occipital bone is, so I'm going to bring this up, catch up anything so that make sure it blends right into the crown layer. And then on the bottom, I don't want to take out a whole lot of weight, so I'm going to take my angle down low and then just take that corner off. And follow the same thing, working from one side to the ear, one side to the other ear. Trying to never work past the second knuckle. Pull out at a 45-degree angle, find my guideline. Take it down, pull it off the occipital, find my guideline, pull it down, below the occipital, all the way down. All of that is blended except that little corner. Now the reason I don't point cut this at the very bottom is because I want to define the weight line, and that's what that creates. On fine hair, especially their length, give them the weight at the length because that's where they're going to feel it. Now as her hairline comes in, I'm going to remember that, take it at an angle, look at where I'm at in connection with anything that wants to lay forward, because I don't want to pull that back. I want to work at a straight angle down. If you have to part off, go ahead and do that. I don't take that kind of time, especially with a dry cut. Shake that hair through, find your guide, pull it all the way down, past the occipital, all the way out here. There's my little point, take it off. Ta-da! Now I'm going to do that on this other side and follow from here to here. Crown, I might grab some of the old section, so I'm not going to recut that. So you really need to know where you're at all times. Bring that up. There's a guide. There's a guide. And take that corner out. Back up to my crown. Off the occipital. Low. There's off my crown guide. And then the low one, just above the occipital. And then pull all the way down. And that corner's already been cut, so I don't need to recut that. Now I'm going to go up and through here, let there be an inch out here. I don't want to grab anything from the front hairline because that's a whole different section that we create a bang with, or fringe. So there's my guideline. So I'm going to just carry that on up to the top. And I pull that back and let that split, and now I've got guidelines on both sides. So I'm going to take an angle off of the part, pull it up, point cut. I can see exactly where I'm blending from my front to my back. Angle back again, pull it up, and now I can even go in here, pull this together front to back, see where those sections are going to come together, and it's really even. I just have a couple of hairs that I got to clean off. And then one more front section to pull back to that crown section, and then point cut that out. And there's all that hair that we don't need. She's a lot thicker on top, so I'm going to go in and do some interior texturization after I connect the crown section to my perimeter. So now I've got to do this side. This is going to be a smaller section because this is the short side of the part, but I can still see all of this that needs to be connected. Again, flip, use my teeth for even clean part, bring it up. Don't cut past the second knuckle. Now I can take a look, cross over, pick up two sections together, and see where they need to be connected front to back. Now at this point I'm going to go ahead and start connecting my crown to my perimeter. There's a corner. There's a corner. Big fat corner right there. Big one right there. Big one right there. Connecting front to back, it's already there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Take my part, crown section to the perimeter, which is her fringe, taking that right there. There's my corner from the crown part to the perimeter part. And then one more right above the ear, because I can see this is where all of her thickness and fullness is landing. Okay, so this is still really full. You can see how her hair wants to collapse right here behind the ear and down. So at this point what I'm going to do is go in and just do some interior texturization. I don't have to do too much. It's always easy. It's easy to get carried away with this kind of stuff because it's a lot of fun to do. But I want to go deep and then go slide, butter. That's what it should feel like. Point, 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 point. Chop, 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 chop. But slide. It should never feel rough against her. She shouldn't feel like you're pulling her hair. And then go again. big thickness right through here. So I'm going to break up that straight line. And this is pinch and talk. So it just makes her hair a lot more grainy, a lot more movement, a lot more texture comes through. And variation of color, you get to see more of that. Here I'm going to go under my finger and go midway and just use the back of that shear and pinch and talk it through. And that's giving me a lot of fullness. And then I'm going to go in and see wherever there's some pieces that I don't feel like it's broken up enough, and then I'll dig right in and break that up. There, I like that better. That is like, okay. That's doing what I want. Other side, same kind of, you can take the same kind of parting as you did with your original cut. Break a little bit of it out there. Pinch and talk, slide, cut through. Shake it off, pick it up, see what it's doing. Okay, and I think I only need one more under here. So I'm going to break that up, pinch and talk it through. And then dig in a bit here. And then I go and I feel the whole cut. Shaking through. It feels nice and even. I'm not really into super precision. I'm more into what it's going to do when she's like playing with it and messing with it. And there you go.